And I just want to say in Colorado, we have a unique system here. We have new standards, new accreditation, new assessments, new accountability, new rules for great teachers and great leaders, and the READ Act to make sure that third graders can read. And there's no rational connection between what schools are expected to do and how they're funded. What we have in Colorado is a system for all kids, and yet what we don't do is we don't look at it in a way that says this is what it's going to cost to make sure that all kids are able to achieve. We need to close achievement gaps. We need to look at the 16.1% across the board cut that all schools have endured in the last 4 years. That's $1.1 billion of cuts that impact all schools without a relationship with what we're asked to do in schools. We want to do the right thing for all kids, not just some kids, and this case absolutely spells out exactly what needs to happen in the state to begin to address that deficiency. If you have any questions, I'm happy to stay, otherwise I'll turn it over. Thank you.
Hi, Terry Miller from Davis, Graham & Stubbs. I just argued the case in the Supreme Court, and I just want to add to the remarks, the previous remarks, that there's something really important about this case and this story that we didn't really get to talk about in front of the Supreme Court, and that's because the defendants didn't bother to bring it up. And that is that this case showed without a doubt that our teachers and administrators know what to do and they spend money effectively. At trial and before trial, the defendants ran across the entire state looking for evidence of inefficiency. The trial court examined the best evidence they put on, and it rejected that notion. So moving forward, the conversation, whenever it gets to the point of schools' inefficiency or the way that schools spend money, we can no longer just casually accept that schools do waste money or are inefficient. Teachers every single day at trial, educators and teachers, one after the other, came to testify and talked about how they're devoting their blood, sweat, and tears, and they were all reduced to tears every time they testified because they can't reach all of the kids, but they know how to. And it's just an important piece of the conversation moving forward that we didn't get to talk about today.
Terry, did it go as you expected?
You know, we've been putting months into anticipating how it would go, so it certainly fit within the wide range of ways we were expecting. And I think the tone of all the questions and the subjects relative to the arguments that were raised in the briefs was a very positive tone, and we take some confidence in that tone.
One thing is a big chunk of one of the issues, the local control didn't seem to come up. Is that recent to you, or?
Well, we won at trial, so if these issues are not on the justices' minds and the defendants didn't bother raising them, that's a good sign for us. And that is an independent reason why the system is broken, is that our districts have no meaningful control over their instruction when you couple the massive set of requirements with the low level of funding. And the fact that it wasn't raised today and was casually raised in the briefs is a very good sign.
Can you help us understand what the justices could do here? They could obviously find for you or against you, but is there some sort of middle outcome where this case keeps going on?
There's a number of things that the court can do, but really it's big picture, it's one of two things. It's either affirm and let the legislature do its job. Again, there's a wide set of tools the legislature has to fix the problem. Or if it reverses, we have another trial on whatever the court comes up with as a different test. So there's one of two options here. It's either affirm and get to that next step to let the legislature do its job, or we're going to have another trial and we're going to present the same compelling evidence that the system's not working under whatever test the court comes up with. Okay, if there's no other questions, thank you.
Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Different flight.